Welcome back, guys, to another tank realistic game. I'm playing the French this time in 5.7 air range with the ARL-44, and later on I will be jumping in the French jumbo Sherman as well. At this point this ARL-44 was completely stock, so not even a repair kit or anything, and yeah, no modules on the turret towers and accuracy and such. Mostly because the games I played, I struggled a bit with this tank. The gun is quite good, with the 90mm on this, over 190 pen. But yeah, it's could be better. We're facing the Allies with the Japanese, strangely. And first of all, a Sherman comes along, and another Sherman, and that's a problem because this Firefly would puts a shot straight through the turret and knocks out my gunner and my commander. And here, because of the slow turret traverse, yeah, I only hit his engine and his loader, and he knocks me out. Again, straight through the turret, because the turret is only 120mm thick, and that's definitely not enough against most tanks of this tier. Definitely not. And then jumped in the SA-50, the Sherman of the high pen, 75mm I think, over 180 pen. So the French have quite good penetration on this rank 3 vehicles. Pretty good against heavily armored tanks. Just like the HE filler. So I'm gonna skip forward now a bit until I see some action. And back in the city, I try to support this IS or KV-85 that's out in front of me. I really don't have any enemies at this point. Also, the enemy is outnumbering us quite heavily. We have AAAs and only 5 actual tanks. It seems like in the first tank wave, most of the team got destroyed and didn't have enough spawn points to spawn in a single tank, which is definitely not good for us. Because if you're outnumbered as heavily as we are here, the enemy can come from any direction, really any direction. I'm going to the enemy cap to decap this. Driving in to decap the cab, and then pulling back again. At this point, I think I definitely made the mistake to stay around, because with the IS moving up, I'm alone here, and I can get flanked from all directions. And there is getting jumped through play. And right when I want to kill the AAA, I get shot from the front. I think it's a Chaffee or a 22 light. And Chaffee has trouble penetrating me frontally, at least, because he's bouncing. And also the AAA needs a flat armor to pen me. And second Crusader AAA comes along. And together they just wrecked me. If the Chaffee didn't come along at the same time as the AAA game, then yeah, I could have killed those AAAs pretty easily. Because there were 2, 3 tanks even coming at the same time. I got knocked out. So this was mostly my mistake. I definitely should not have stayed here at the cap zone. But it is how it is. Let's see what we can still do in this game. And I decided to jump in the Hellcat to clear out some enemy aircraft and, if possible, also bomb some stuff. And from the distance I can see that the enemy plane is already fighting with one of our planes. And there it goes. P-47 shot down the duck. He has no clue that I'm coming, which is good. Because the P-47 could easily get me in the head or something. We get in slight hits, I think. And I'm heavily loaded. Luckily he doesn't have a lot of energy. I can light him up. If I didn't get him in this maneuver, I think I have needed to drop the bombs. Because I already lost all the speed, the energy. Very slow. I know that there's AAAs around. And they're shooting at me. I shoot from a distance to distract him. And then... yeah, I didn't mean to die here, but I wanted to get the kill on the Hellcat. I was too slow, I just didn't have enough lift to pull up in time. But a Hellcat out of the fight is always good. And now we spawn in the heavy bugger, the M4 A3E2 Jumbo Sherman. One of the most heavily armored tanks, tier for tier, you can ever drive. Especially this one. The short 75mm, because the one with the 76 has to face quite a lot of tanks that can penetrate his front armor, like the Panther. This one, if you get this in top tier matchup, or it is the only tank with 4.7 or only facing other tanks with 4.7, then you're pretty much impenetrable if you keep moving and don't let the enemy snipe your machine gun port in the front. And on the minimap I can see that there is an enemy tank destroyer at the back. So turn around and try to find him. Because at this point I pretty much have to do everything alone. Because I cannot rely on anyone. We don't have any teammates left. So yeah, we have to do this on our own. So where is this tank destroyer? It's a Hellcat. What surprise. And we track him and kill some of his crew. Destroy the drive shaft. Kill another crew member, and before I get the kill, the plane suicides into the Hellcat and kills him. So another assist. so we're up to three assists already. And now it is time to make our last stand at the A-cap. Because it's only me and a truck with a 76mm. This 29K TD and an R2. While the enemy has still loads of players, and they've gotten a lot of kills, so they have a lot of spawn points. They can at least spawn twice. It's not looking good. Closing in on the A-cap. Check the flanks. And when we come up, there is a Firefly. Oh, hello, mister. We knock him out with one shot. And someone is capping the A point. Which is not good. The big drawback of this tank is that the tractor bars, if you're standing still, is horrible. Very few tanks that turn worse than this. You always need some forward speed to get this thing turned around. Capping, or at least stopping the cap. I do not know where the enemy is. So, where should we look? And where is the enemy? Oh, I can hear something. Oh, there it is. This thing looks like a Wolverine. He destroys my gun. Or at least the gun would reach. So I cannot actually fire. The thing is, he can pin me as well. I damage his gun. I turn around. Turn it around. I'm lucky that the other M10 only pins the fuel tank, but doesn't do anything else. Okay. One upside of this tank definitely is the all-around turret armor. You can show the back of the turret to the enemy and they won't pin you, which is quite useful if you're outnumbered like this. And 10 bounces again. And there is another Sherman. Looks like a 76mm one or something. So first I'm driving into this pocket here. But then I realized that that's a pretty bad decision. Because I cannot drive the enemy out of the cap circle, and that must be our priority here. At this point we are down to 2 people, so only a AAA vehicle and me. So most of the tanks I will have to kill on my own. The AAA at least can assist me or cover my back. I can hear an engine. Don't know where it is. And AAA again. Crusader A. And the ZSU gets the kill on the Crusader A. I think the enemy drove around to the right, and you can see the tracks on the stones here. He definitely drove around here. And sometimes it is useful to look for the tracks on the ground. And it seems like we chased around. And there he is, right in the position where I was earlier. And he is no idea that I'm here. So people, one thing to learn from this situation, always listen as well to your surroundings, because he should have heard me drive around. And pretty much turned this around, or at least we evened out the numbers here. Just before this and another one. Another AAA. And we knock him out as well. We were quite lucky, though, that the enemy also spawned in loads of AAA vehicles. Because if they all had proper tanks, well, the outcome would have been different. And running away from the bombs. What is it going to do? Does he even have rockets left? No, he isn't. And before it crashes. Which helps us, because now he has wasted quite a lot of spawn points on the plane and cannot return. And now it's only me and the ZSU. We're going to cap this. I'm gonna skip forward until we move forward and engage the enemy cap. And we're moving again. I told the ZSU player that he should follow me and cover my back. And this will come in handy as we encounter this Churchill Mark 7, which I cannot penetrate with my gun. Even with the higher pen full core AP, I have 0 chance of damaging him. So he damages my gun. And now I'm just keeping him lit up so the ZSU can get into a flanking position. I even tell the ZSU in the chat that he should flank it, and that's what he does. Hiding my right flank of the tank, so he cannot shoot my machine gun port. And now it is that he's pretty much done for. ZSU has him. My shot doesn't do anything, and ZSU knocks him out. So, nice teamwork here. I really like that. The ZSU player definitely showed that he was doing the right thing, and we were working together as a team, two of us. So I get loads of assists, get loads of kills, and we won this match, even though it didn't look like we would be able to win this, and I was playing very poorly at the start. Let's be honest here. With the with the ARL-44, the second shot on the Firefly, that should have been a kill with the first shot, and not just a critical. And later as well with the M4A4. I should not have stayed around when I decapped the point. I should have pulled back and laid an ambush position on the cap. Yeah, but at least with the Jumbo Sherman, I was able to carry this and turn the match around. At the moment, yeah, in the French tree, I unlocked all the rank 3 tanks, and now it's time to research some of the rank 4 tanks in the French tree. Quite interesting to see how they will play out. So, that's it for this video, guys. See ya.